Yeah. Now, he made some progress, especially in cashew. You understand? Nigeria, for the first time, became one of the highest exporters of cashew during his regime. But then the other problems were, the farmers, the lack of extension delivery system has made the farmers to be on their own. They use virtually everything they can get to make sure that they preserve their crops. The sniper that we use to kill terrible insects and even pests in our houses are sometimes used to preserve their beans. I'm telling you.
Wow.
You understand? And this battery that we use for torchlights before,
Yes, yes.
they break the battery.
The big one.
Yeah. Normal battery
Yeah.
for torchlights in the rural areas, they still use it. So when the battery has finished its tenor, they now break the battery. The black powder that comes from the battery are mixed with seeds so that when they plant, insects that are in the soil, nematodes, cannot affect such seeds. And it's something that it carries on
So
up
that
to harvest.
affected those
So,
communities.
and then the international community has a great rule, very stringent rules, most especially the European Union. Whatever that is going to enter their country must be free of so many chemicals. And I think that was when the Standard Organization of Nigeria came, NAFDA came in. We have to tell the farmers, stop using this, instead use that, etc. The exports were actually denied because for the first time when they saw the beans, they noticed the stresses of sniper in the beans. And even in Nigeria, there were cases of some boarding schools when they were fed beans for, I think in Kano, when they were fed beans for dinner. You understand? Before the night finishes, about 100 young ladies in that, it's a girls' secondary school. I remember vividly. They had this running stomach, and then before you know it, the whole place became messy because of just beans. And we have families eating a good dinner together, and all of a sudden in the morning you find that all of them have passed away. All these scenarios we've had in Nigeria is because of these chemicals. And the main factor, Ruth, is if you do not have somebody that will reach out to the farmers to tell him this is when to plant, this is what to plant, this is what to apply, this is what to use, you understand?
Yeah.
So they are left at their own
Mercy.
at their own little technology, which is local, and they have no alternative. Somebody will just try whatever. I saw people, some farmers using diesel. They go to the mechanics when the car diesel, your car, the diesel has expired and you're changing. The moment it changes, they collect it and they were using it on their farms to take pests and things away. And all these chemicals are being absorbed by the plants as they are growing up.
Yes.
So once you are eating, you are also eating the chemicals at the same time. It's a big issue. But now this present government is talking about organic farming, etc. And I think this will go a long way. But then the issue of the extension delivery system, whereby we used to see youths on bikes happily moving from one village to another, going to extend agricultural information and then collecting the problems of the farmers and coming back to research institutes to give to universities to give the problems, and they wait for us to give the solutions. They quickly take the solutions and move back to those rural areas. Those youths were well respected, the extension agents were well respected. And I remember when we were growing, the Malamangona, we call them in the northern part of the country, the farmers, head of the farming, agriculture or whatever, head of agriculture kind of. They were among the most respected people. Most respected people. Because their words are always low. They tell you when to plant, they tell you what to plant, they tell you how to plant, and they tell you what to apply. Then everything was moving on smoothly. That was when you had the pyramids of groundnuts everywhere, Maiduguri with the heights and skin and plenty of beans coming up, etc. But along the line, the extension delivery system died. And the farmers were left on their own. If you are left on your own, you do whatever that you can get to make sure that you preserve. And don't forget, these farmers, their only asset is the land. And their only profession is farming. So they do whatever they can to make sure that they protect. If you end up doing the farming and you have no harvest, you'll be a debtor for life.
Indeed.
Definitely.